All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off with giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity for ruling well, and salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm my brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another lesson. And it was inspired by this video that the elder Ricard Plum from the GMS Fear the Most High 7 God. This is page GMS Fear the Most High 7 God. Subscribe and be edified. This is for the elder brother from out there in the UK. And he did a video speaking about Smart LA 2028 MOTB infrastructure, right? I'm sorry, yeah, so this is 2028 infrastructure because that's something they want to create by 2028. We're already in 2025, so that's like 3 years from now. They intend to have LA as a smart city, and everybody knows throughout this week it's been pretty tragic over there in LA for the so-called rich people, right? All these wealthy people done lost their houses, and everybody's heart is opening up, and they're getting on these people that's worth millions and millions of dollars, you know, who have multiple homes. You know, they're crying that LA didn't do anything for them as it burned, and it was reminiscent of what happened here in Maui. I believe it was last year. You know, you had those Maui fires, and they destroyed pretty much a particular city over there on the island of Maui here in Hawaii. And so it just made me wanted to look up some information in regards to this, because all of this, what you're seeing from these smart cities, from the implementation of smart cities to the implementation of technology merging with the biology, with the physical human beings, all of that is all have to do with the strategy of MOTB or market abuse infrastructure. And it's all going to coincide with one another, from biometrics to RFID technology to these smart cities, okay, to the universal basic income, UBI. You can look that up. And these are things that the super elite want to use to enslave the masses of the world. You know, the elder, he mentioned something about banking the unbankable, right? You have millions of people in the world, if not billions of people in the world, who are not connected to the financial infrastructure of the world, right? And so they want to put everybody in the same box. They want to get everybody plugged into the new system, right? Right? This pseudo blessing that Esau wants to rule over the people via money, right? And so, again, it made me want to look up a couple of things. I looked up the digital dollar, right? I also looked up RFID technology, or what role does RFID technology play in the role in smart cities, as well as just an interview by ex-Secretary Colin Powell. He's passed away now, Colin Powell, and he had mentioned about how the Social Security system is used to track Americans. And so in this interview he did with Fox News Sunday in 2001, Secretary Mr. Snow asked, so we really don't know where these materials, even the scientists, are right now. And he says, well, no, we don't exactly have a social security system that captures every Russian scientist, right? And that's the old system, right? Here in America, even abroad, they have different countries, they have different names for these numbers that they have to track its population, right? To track its digital, a pseudo-digital. It's not really a digital system. It is now, because it's a number. Everybody has a number that's trackable, and that number is going to be relatable to the new system, right? You're going to have a different number, the RFID number. Matter of fact, Salaki. This interview with Aaron Russo and Alex Jones at the time. Aaron Russo, he was a producer of a movie called Trading Places in America, Freedom to Fascism. And he was invited to join the CFR, right, Council on Foreign Relations, and he declined it. And so he found out a lot of information, you know, regarding what the bankers' true goal is, what their end goal is. And I'll play this right here.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is that
Salakia.
run by the banking industry, run by the bankers. The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. The super elite Edomites, these banking families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and he was friends with a man named Nicholas Rockefeller, or Nick Rockefeller, who they try to say didn't exist, but he dealt with this man. This man told him about 9/11 prior to it happening. This man told him about the war in Afghanistan before it happened, and he's told him about the chip before it happened, right? And all of this plays a role in the end goal. The end goal is to enslave the world, right? The children of Israel, we're already in oppression and slavery around the world and here in America. But this man wants to forge his own technological blessing, right? And in doing so, he's going to deceive many people into taking this chip because it's going to be the new way to function in the system, right? They got people so blinded and so engulfed in money, money, money. Everything you do is a financial transaction in this world. Well, the new financial transaction is going to be digital, using the RFID microchip, right? And this is why you got elders like Ricard Yaquam, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, just an Elder Apostle Ramlab, Elder Apostle Ricardi, and the different elders and bishop elders and brothers like myself on down, warning you about this thing because it's biblical, right? This chip is biblical. Mind you, Aaron Russo wasn't in the truth. He knew some things because he was an insider to a point, all right? He got the inside scoop. But this was already prophesied in the scriptures, Revelation 13 and 16, right? And it says, I'll start at 15, and he had power to give life into the image of the beast, right? That image of the beast, that life is that chip, right? That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So the ultimate goal, if you don't take this chip, if you don't bow down to the elite, right? And they're going to make conditions so terrible here in this world, in America, right, that people are going to bow down. They're going to ask the elite to save them, versus the elect is going to ask Yahweh Shai to save us. All right? And so if you don't take the chip, then you're risking death, right? And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. So in the new system, it don't matter if you're rich or if you're poor, right? You're still going to be inclined and seduced and deceived into taking this chip because, again, it's the financial aspect of it, right? It's not an embargo. It's not sleeping with the white woman. It's not an image of Cesare Borgia, where some of these groups who call themselves Israelite groups have sold out their leadership and they're pushing a whole different understanding of this. It's all things point to the financial sector, the new system, the new financial system, right? Everybody's going to receive a chip in their hand. He said it, right? And he's passed away now, but he said it.
A chip. So instead of having cash in those chips, everybody has, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips.
All money is to be in these chips. And that's what this is speaking about. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? We know that the neural link, this is something that NWO, Elon Musk, you know, that guy, he's a face of the NWO. He's putting neural links in people's heads, right? Or their hand, right? And that this is the key point right here, verse 17, and that no man may buy or sell, save or except he had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you ain't going to be able to buy and sell in the new system unless you have that RFID chip in your head or your hands, right? You're not going to be able to move around in the new smart cities. You're not going to be involved, right? And that's just another tool for the elite to enslave the people, right? You're already playing with funny money, coupons, fiat currency, which is worth nothing. But in this world, many people believe that that's what true money is because it allows you to get access to particular resources in this system. Well, the new system, in order to get resources, in order to get things, and in order to be a part of the new system, you're going to have to get that chip. But if you get that chip, it's going to mark your death, right? You're not going to live. You're going to die. You think you're saving your life in this new system because the only way to buy and sell is to get this chip. Well, you're going to be destroyed. Okay, at least you part of the elect. It says that no man might buy or sell. So that's the key point. All money, all transactions, all financial transactions and other transactions, from tracking you to tracking your health, to tracking your buying habits, your spending habits, all of that's going to be tied to that chip. And that's what this whole, but they had to build an infrastructure for it. You know, they locked the world down in 2020, where they retrofitted the world in that time and beyond with a system that's set up to read these things. And everybody's going to be focused in these smart cities, right? This is why that elder was speaking about LA being a smart city, the LA smart city strategy, right? And we're going to get into about these smart cities. But I want to get into the judgment if you get this chip, this mark of the beast. Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And that's that judgment, the nuclear missiles, right? That's that RFID chip is going to be your first class ticket to destruction if you make it that far. Because the super elite don't intend for everybody to make it in these cities and in these towns and in these different places of the world, right? But those that do make it to that point here in America, you're going to be destroyed, right? And those who take it outside of this country, they're going to have that grievous sore, that cancerous sore that's going to plague them in their bodies and from through their hand. All right. It says the same shall the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath, which is poured out without mixture, because the wrath of the Lord is coming to this country, to this America, right? And that destruction is going, that wrath and destruction is coming by way of nuclear missiles and a chariot fire, right? You take that chip, you basically saying that the super elite are your gods, right? Their system is a system that you want to be a part of. This is why the poor and the rich are going to be thrown in the same pot. Because the wealthy, they want to keep their money. The rich want to keep their prosperity in this society. So they're going to have people selling their own people out. These so-called celebrities, all these celebrities that's on TV now crying about their multi-million-dollar palatial homes being destroyed, turned into nothing, right? They want you. These are the same people that's going to be pushing the need for that new chip, right? He shall be. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that fire and brimstone is that nuclear destruction. All right, that's the judgment for worshiping this man and his system, the beast system. All right, and that beast system is not just the chip. The chip is the capstone of a bigger idea, which is the digitalization of money, which is already digital anyway, right? But it's going to be connected to your body, right? And you're going to be focused in these small cities of all these cities, these so-called smart cities. Those are going to be the places where you can so-called live. So I typed up in a digital dollar in 2025, because we're in 2025 right now, right? It says in 2025, the digital dollar, or central digital currency, CBDC, this is going to be the new form of currency, and it's going to be given out by way of that chip. Could be a subject of live trials, research, and policy discussions. Trials. SWIFT is planning to support live trials of digital currencies and assets in 2025. These trials will include payments, securities, FX, and trade transactions. Brazil is preparing to launch a digital currency by early 2025. The Digital Dollar Project, this nonprofit forum, is exploring digital innovations in money and how to future-proof the U.S. dollar. The U.S. Federal Reserve is conducting research and planning for the potential implementation of CBDCs. This is all for 2025. Policy discussions. The OMFIF Digital Money Summit. This summit will provide a space for stakeholders to connect, collaborate, and discuss how to make digital money more secure, inclusive, and regulated, right? Because, you know, they gave y'all Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum, these kinds of so-called digital monetary, but they're not regulated. They're not all-inclusive, right? The word all-inclusive, that's another buzzword for everybody, right? Potential impact. CBDCs could change how people spend, save, borrow, and buy, right? CBDCs could impact international relations and law enforcement, could give the poor and unbanked access to digital payments, to a digital payment system. You see? And that's all part of that. This is all part of that MOTB market of beast system. CBDCs could raise questions about privacy, inclusion, user interface, and design. It says right here, I just saw something too. Cash will soon be obsolete. Will America be ready? The digital dollar, let's go to this real quick, in brookings.edu. Let's see what this says. This might be a paper. But this is where we're going to. This is where we're going to. And the new cash system is going to play a big role in the smart cities and RFID technology. So it says, cash will soon be obsolete. Will America be ready? This is from August 2021, right? When was the last time you made payments with dollar bills? Some people still prefer to use cash, perhaps because they like the tactile nature of physical currency, or because it provides confidentiality in transactions. And in the new system, there will be no confidentiality, and transactions will be highly regulated and restricted. But digital payments made with the swipe of a card or a few taps on a cell phone are fast becoming the norm. To keep their money relevant, many central banks are experimenting with digital versions of their currency. These currencies are virtual, like Bitcoin, but unlike Bitcoin, which is a private enterprise, they are issued by the state and function much like traditional currencies. The idea is for central banks to introduce these digital currencies in limited circulation to exist alongside cash as just another monetary option, and then broaden their circulation over time, gradualization, as they gain popularity and cash fades away. Because with the cash fading away, what's going to happen? That chip is going to be the thing. China, Japan, and Sweden have begun trials in central bank digital currency. The Bank of England and the European Central Bank are preparing their own. The Bahamas has already rolled out the world's first official digital currency, right? So I want to go to this too, right? So it says, did you know RFID technology can play a role in smart cities? Okay, so I read a little bit of this, and this is what it said. A smart city is an urban center where everyone is connected through technology to make living and working there more convenient and efficient. And that's why they're going to sell us MOTB, through convenience and efficiency, right? Everybody's in these dense populated urban areas where it's going to be tracked using an RFID chip, right? That's how you're going to be able to move in these new cities. And they're not new cities. They just retrofitted these old cities like LA, San Francisco, New York, Philadelphia. All these different major cities in America are going to be turned into smart cities, right? A smart city is also a city that uses technology to improve the lives of its residents. A city may be smart when it has the potential to use technology to improve lives, either because its residents wish to or because it can afford to. So these wealthy cities like LA, or a mix of both. A smart city should be more sustainable, efficient, and inclusive. They go that word again, inclusive. But in reality, ain't gonna be no inclusivity. You're gonna be included in the system, but you ain't gonna be able to get the maximum benefits like certain people in the system. It should also be resilient, in which able to withstand and recover quickly from disruptions. How RFID played a role in smart cities. RFID stands for radio frequency identification. It is a technology that uses radio waves to identify items and track them in real time. With the RFID technology, it is possible to track everything from inventory to people. It allows for seamless communication between devices and people. You see, making you a part of the Internet of Things, which can reduce traffic congestion. And we see that they're implementing that in New York City today. Improve public safety and security. These are all things that's going to make you, to entice you to get this. And the cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a marketing, and so much more. Let's start with what makes up an RFID tag. RFID tag is just an object with an integrated circuit and antennas that can be read remotely by an RFID reader. RFID readers consist of antennas that emit receive radio signals back from tags. Simply said, the antennas transmit and receive radio signals while the chip stores data, right? And that's what all your data. Aaron Russo said it. He said it, but before he said it, Yahweh Shem Shai said it, and his Yahweh Shem Shai's prophet said it. All right. The chips convert the data to information sent to a master database where it is stored, analyzed, and communicated to other parties if necessary. These tags can be attached to any object or product for tracking purposes. Meanwhile, these readers are handheld or attached to the poles. This is what they did during 2020. Attached to poles of a building, such as a toll booth. Smart City uses RFID for its infrastructure, will help improve security, manage traffic, provide efficient and effective health care, and improve the overall quality of life of its residents. The technology will also help the city save money and time by reducing operational costs and increasing productivity. RFID systems are also environmentally friendly as they use less power than other technologies such as barcode systems and can help cities reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Smart cities use smart technology to improve the lives of people living there. Many factors are contributing to success of a smart city, but one of the most important is the implementation of advanced technologies. RFID technology is one of the most important components of the smart city because of its wide range of applications. You see? And then they show you different forms where they use the RFID technology. I might use this picture for my I might use this picture for the what do you call it? The thumbnail, because you're on the road to RFID, right? You're on a road to it, right? Automated toll collections, right? So this is what the intention is all about, right? Cash being obsolete, tracking people and products, right? Putting you into this new system. This is all a part of the B system, and this is from February 20th, 2023, right? About 2 years ago, almost. Okay, and they've been planning these smart cities, right? And you're going to be a part of that system, right? But trust and believe, it ain't going to be for a long period of time, because Yahweh Shem Shai is going to come destroy this place. When this man is chipped everybody up, thinking that it's all good, then the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, going to rain his wrath on him. All right? So I just wanted to bring this up because, you know, the elder video inspired me to look some things up. I really hope you were edified and you got something out of this. With that, I'm going to say shalom, on to the next.